to YouTube and we'll kick off. Okay, so welcome to today's Next Level. I figured what we do today kind of as a follow-up to the request from yesterday. Somebody asked about maybe doing a deep dive on KV Core landing pages. And instead of maybe going really deep on the functionality itself, I thought it might be fun if we just built some for the people watching for your market and do a bunch of different kind of examples of these landing pages in action. Does that sound good to everybody? And as always, chat in any other questions or topics you'd like to see covered. But let's start out. While I'll show you guys where you go to build a landing page. We'll kind of do the basics there. But if you want to chat in the chat, just let me know maybe your market and your niche, the type of landing page you might want to see. And not your market, but your actual URL for KV Core. And if you want, I can kind of spin up pages for people watching if you want to do that. So I would need your KV Core URL and then just an idea for the landing page, either a niche or a type of buyer or property that you want to sell. So the landing page functionality, as we all probably know, can be found under the lead engine right here. So if I click lead engine, you can access it from the drop down right here, or you can access it from the main lead engine page and you can click start building landing page. So you just select your domain and you click start building. And a recent feature that's been added, this wasn't always here, is that you can actually see the landing pages you've built in the past. Now it'll only be the ones I think that have been built since the feature came live that you could see the old ones, but it's kind of good. For a while there, you couldn't go back and access them. So Robert, I got your link. So we'll start with you. What kind of page, what kind of niche do you work? What kind of leads are you trying to generate? So yeah, let me know. Oh, and you're right there in Utah, you're in Salt Lake. So sellers in Salt Lake, or I'm assuming it's Salt Lake because everybody in Utah is in Salt Lake. Let me look. Maybe it's not Salt Lake. Sellers where, Robert? That's the next thing I need to know. So I need to know a niche and where. So I think we talked about this one yesterday, but if I go to your site, and just a little hack for everybody, you can actually type /ask/create at the end of the URL. You can bookmark that and it'll bring up the landing page generator. So great, Salt Lake County, Davis, and Weber County. So let's just go with Salt Lake. I can see your big eXp Realty logo. Maybe that was you yesterday saying that it always comes out big. That would be something for support that support should be able to work with. But I'm just going to double click and remove that for now. Okay. And for sellers, there's a few directions we could go in. Do you want to offer just a home valuation, or do you have something of interest like a PDF download or a webinar replay to offer, something like that? So if you don't have any content, you just want to offer a home valuation, I would come to the address capture option for the landing pages. Yep. And then I would do this. This is the, so I'll do Salt Lake County home value report. You can't add the logo in. It just gets placed there based on the logo that's associated with the system for your company. So unfortunately, that's all we can do. And then I'll do step one, enter your address. I think I showed the same exact example yesterday, but this works pretty well, assuming that you're sending the person here from an ad and they're kind of prepared to get to this page and get a home value report. So we want as little friction as possible. And I'm going to pick from the drop down. We actually have this home value report template right here. I also like this agent recruiting, kind of as a cool one, right? So you can choose a background like that. And this page itself, I might add a hashtag to it, home value report, and hit save. Okay, so that would be one page. I'm going to just drop this for Robert here, and I'll save it in my landing pages examples for future. Just a pro tip, guys. We talk about this sometimes. Putting folders in your bookmarks is a really handy thing. So Michelle's saying you have to build the hashtag and hashtag management as well to capture the leads come in. No, you shouldn't have to. So when this lead comes in, it should just come in with that hashtag. You don't have to worry about hashtag management. Hashtag management is just for editing existing hashtags and doing some stuff to them. So what Michelle's referring to. If I come here and we scroll down into the main marketing page, you go to hashtag marketing management. You'll see they get added here as you create leads with different hashtags. You don't have to add it here. That's a good one, Kim. I'll get to that in a second. Please drop me your URL so I can make that one. So Robert, I would keep that simple for the home value report, and then run Facebook ads, Google. You could even buy a domain, as we talked about yesterday. So you might do Salt Lake Home Value Report.com. I'm sure somebody owns that, but something like that, and redirect it to this URL. And then you could have on the back of your business card, go to saltlakehomevaluereport.com to get a free report that tells you what your property might sell for today, right? But then they would click that URL, they come here, and then it starts the process. Cool. So Michelle shared her page, and I'm just looking here, Michelle, at what you wanted to focus on. Michelle, what kind of leads would you like to generate? So I'm going to do ask/create and open up the landing page generator. Okay, seller and waterfront. What market? City, county, neighborhood? Ocean County, New Jersey. All right. I'm from Ocean County, New Jersey. So I like it. I grew up in Lakewood. Yeah. So let's see. So waterfront homes, I mean, Point Pleasant or Point Pleasant, Bay Head, like what, a little fuzzy. So we'll just see Forked River. So let's do Jersey. Yeah. Okay. Jersey Shore waterfront homes for sale. Get a full complete list of properties between Seaside, from Seaside, LBI, and all points between. Live, and I can put here, I got to get a background image for this one. There we go. I'll do a background image. I'm teasing. I'm kidding around. So yeah, we should get a cool shot of the shore, Jersey Shore. I'll just do Point Pleasant. Image. This one will be copied, kind of cool, custom background. Right. And remember, the background doesn't show, if people are on mobile, it doesn't show very well, but that's kind of an okay one. And then on mobile, it'll look kind of like this. Yeah. So Jersey Shore waterfront homes for sale, get a complete list and all buildings in between. And you can say priced from the low. I mean, what is the minimum you can get something on the waterfront for? Is it like over $1 million now? I have no idea. Like 500K. So I like to put numbers, but tease from the low 500s. You don't necessarily have to. And then at least 500. Okay. So starting in the low 500s. Yep, I'll do that, Emily. I'll show how I did that image again. So, and then the cell number line down here, if you enter your cell number, we'll send you a text anytime we have a new listing coming up before it hits the market, before other buyers know. And what I'm doing with this line is I'm trying to give a reason why they'll give you a cell phone number, and this would be the reason why, right? So our hashtag will be Jersey Shore waterfront. See the list now. And then our URL after login will be let's see, will be the list of properties, right? So I'm just going to run a quick search just so that people can be redirected somewhere. And then we need more options here. I like to do list, and my filters are the county. So usually, guys, you would build the thing that they're opting in for first, right? And then you're going to need that URL that you're redirecting them to here. So I'm just going to do waterfront like that. And then I get my browser unzoomed here so I can do this. Search. And it looks like it's picking up. We'll just go price from highest to lowest. It might be picking up a few rentals. There we go. And then this will be the link that they redirect to. And then just to explain the custom background again for the person who asked, I clicked on custom background up here on background. And then right here where it says custom background, I know this might be small on your screen if you're watching, but right toward the bottom, right above primary MLS image, you can put a URL in for an image that's hosted on the web somewhere. So I just went to Google Images and grabbed a shot of Point Pleasant. I probably, to be safe, should have done usage rights, Creative Commons license. I mean, I won't lose sleep over it, but just to be safe, since this is not my site, I don't want to get you in trouble, Michelle. So let's actually do that. So I'll grab Creative Commons means that people don't mind if you use their image, basically. They've told, they've said, hey, the license is okay. Yeah. I wouldn't lose sleep over getting sued over that, but you could, better safe than sorry. And then I'll hit save. And here you go, Michelle. You have a kind of a funnel. Now the only part that you're missing, I'll drop this to everybody. The only part you're missing now is your traffic source. So you can go run ads on Google, on Facebook, anywhere you can buy clicks. You could buy JerseyShoreWaterfront.com, like I just mentioned with SaltLake HomeValues.com, whatever you do, and redirect that domain here. And then whenever you give out your card, have that on the back of it. Or, if you have a billboard or, all those kinds of things. So two good examples though, right? And it only takes a minute to build this. And then the hard part is starting to drive traffic. Now, when a lead comes in here, it's going to come in with that hashtag, right? So maybe I should let's go one step further on this example, and then we'll kind of circle back and do some more. But to round out this funnel, Garrett, that's probably going to be support. I am okay familiar with the WordPress plugin, but it could be, I would need to know the error message, and it could just be that that our support team needs to tweak something. So Michelle, I'm coming into your account here, and I'm going to send a test lead through. See the list now, just so everybody can kind of see a lead pipe in and what happens. It's going to have a hashtag on it. So I opted in here. It took me to the list of properties as promised. And if we go into KV Core, hopefully I'm in there. There I am. And you can see Jersey Shore Waterfront. Now, what you should do, Michelle, is when you start advertising this, is you should set things up with KV Core so that anytime this Jersey Shore Waterfront hashtag comes in, those people actually start to get updates about any new Jersey Shore Waterfront listings. And the way you do that is you go to marketing, you go to search alerts right here. Yep, that's the drip, as you're saying. And then you create an alert. See if it pops up, Jersey Shore Waterfront. And then I might actually do this one as a draw on map, right? So I'm just kind of going to somewhere nearby, and I'll zoom out. And we'll kind of do that. Click the draw area, and I'll do my best here. Hopefully I don't go too far. It's been a while. I left like 20 years ago, but I visit the brother, the family. Yeah, it's recorded. I no, you don't have to create the hashtag first. Good question, Thomas. Um, you don't have to. It's probably too wide. I'm splitting hairs. Yeah. Um, you don't have to create it first. It'll create it dynamically in the system whenever the leads start coming in. So I'll hit apply, and you can go mess with this later, Michelle, and fix what I did there. But you can see I've set it up daily, and then any listings that come up in that box, click add alert. And now anytime one of those leads comes off of that landing page, they'll automatically start getting that alert for that landing page. So Raphael, what we did was we built a landing page, and that's what we're doing today is we're building just a few landing pages, taking kind of viewer requests for landing page. And we just built one for the Jersey Shore waterfront homes for sale. And I was showing how to set up automated property alerts for any of those leads to come in. Yeah. So the source, Patricia's asking, what's the source on these? I don't remember. Let's see, because you don't set the source at the landing pages currently. So over on the left, the source is going to say direct website or agent website down at the bottom. So, but yeah, that's an example. So now you have the follow-up, you have the lead capture point. If we're thinking in the context of growth systems, you have the thing of value, which is a list of waterfront homes. You've built a landing page that offers it. When somebody opts in, you have automated follow-up that's going to send them relevant listings. So, over time, even if you don't do anything to follow up on the lead, at least they're seeing their name and getting some listings that they might engage over and ask you about. And then the last step is to get some traffic flowing over to the page. And yeah, you don't need to use the source, Patricia, when setting up the automated hashtag clicks. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back up. Let's see who else here. Robert, I'm going to take a quick look at your page that you asked. Why doesn't the rest show up in white letters? Not sure what you're referring to. Do you mean this? It could be sometimes if you copy and paste from other, like if you copy and paste from Word or from a Google Doc, sometimes the formatting gets a little bit messed up. But I really like this example of, a Spanish landing page. Really cool. And yeah, this logo, that's definitely a support ticket. I hope that's not happening for everybody. That should be fixable. We just need to fix that from our side. Okay. And if Patricia asked me to check this one, I'll get to everybody. Cool. So tired of paying your landlord's rent in Metro Nashville area? You can have a lower payment, build equity, and repaint the walls any color you want. Download your free 41-page renter buyer guide. Join the buyer seminar. So I like what you're offering. Oh, cool. Yes. So I like it. I think this is pretty good. You're catching, the headline here is catching their attention with something that speaks to health, wealth, or money, right? Those are like the three big things that we respond to as people, right? Make money, and in this case, it's money. Health, wealth, and relationships. I messed that up. Sorry, but anyway, this is wealth. So you're saying, hey, stop paying your landlord's rent, pay your own. The only thing I might split test this with or try is I might do free 41-page renter to buyer guide. Free 41-page renter to buyer guide will help you to stop paying your landlord's rent, but kind of just hit them over the head in the headline with what it is they're downloading. But I don't think this is too bad. It's kind of like it says download the free guide on the button. So I'm splitting hairs a little bit. Or you could say free first-time home buyer renter guide and seminar, right? Since that's what you're doing. And that would be your headline. And then your subheadline would be, if you're tired of paying your landlord's rent, in Metro Nashville, download the guide now. You can have a lower monthly payment, build equity, and pay for walls any color you want. But I like it overall. And I'll probably bookmark this and watch your video later. But this is great. So everybody, this is a great example of a video landing page, which you can build with KV Core. And I assume in your video, you tell them to go ahead and download the report at the end, right? You do a call to action, everything else. Oh, people aren't signing up. Okay. Yeah, you know, I would hit them over the head with what they're getting and what it will do for them. So free 41-page renter to buyer guide and is it a recorded seminar? And recorded seminar will help you finally buy buy your first home. So it's just a copy thing. And that's going to happen with landing pages, depending on the traffic source. You might not get any opt-ins. In that case, you kind of have to take a step back and split test and try something else. Where are you sending your clicks from, Patricia? Facebook in particular, is a little difficult. Those people tend to be interrupted in their flow. So I have a hard time getting a high conversion rate with landing pages to Facebook. But to Google traffic, if somebody's Googling explicitly, like buy a house in Metro Nashville, and then you say the ad reads something like download free Nashville homebuyers guide, that should get a pretty good conversion rate. But it's all about matching the message on this page to the traffic source. And whenever it's not working great, less is always more. So, I would leave the video because it's cool, but leave the video, but maybe have less text up here and maybe try it without the video and see what happens. I don't know, but yeah, very cool though. Here, I'll share with everybody. I'm going to share. Do you mind, Patricia? I'm going to share with everybody watching, just they can watch your video too, because I can tell that it's probably a really good example of what you can be doing. Yeah, Facebook's a little rough because the clicks, you need a lot to really know. If you send 20 Facebook clicks and you don't get an opt-in, no big deal. If you send 100, maybe, but you need a few hundred to really get an idea. And anywhere from, you might only get 3 to 6% opt-ins from Facebook traffic, where on Google you'll get 10 to 15, sometimes 20 if the page is good. Thanks. So Robert's asking how to add a video. So you just go to the drop down right here on the left, and you do the drop down and you can choose video view or video plus lead. And there's actually a video from yours truly there that explains how to put a YouTube video in. You basically need to, right up here where it says YouTube ID up top, you need to put the ID of the YouTube video in and it'll place it in there. So Arne's asking, is it hard to do the Google ads with the landing pages? Do we need Google ads set up? So you would run those out of your own account. So we have some tutorials in the next level members area about how to run Google ads. I was actually thinking about doing some Google stuff today, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow on this session. But it's fairly straightforward. Just probably we'll hold that for tomorrow or Thursday and show you guys how to do it. Mike, no, not currently on the Rumble thing. Yeah. So right now it's just YouTube. I mean, you could download the video from Rumble maybe, or screencast it and get it on YouTube. But I know a lot of stuff on Rumble might not be YouTube friendly. All right. I'm going to go back up. I think there were a few other requests. So let me look at other requests for pages. So Kim and Ginger. So I'm just kind of catching up, guys. So Kim sent me this. So you want a landing page for a specific listing? That's a really good example. So I'm going to do that either way, but let me know if that's not okay. Yeah, great. So perfect. So Kim sent me the link here to the listing. And what we're first going to do, I want to make sure I have a good picture to use as the background of the property. So I use the first picture, and it's kind of a bummer, but I can't. Oh yeah, you can't directly right click and copy the image, but if you click the image and then right click, I can get the image address to set as the background. And actually I might do something interior since it was kind of a snowy day when the pictures were taken. I'm going to use this one. I think this is, if that's okay. You use your judgment. And actually, let's leave this open. I haven't done one of these in a while, but you can actually just put the MLS number into the page and it might just grab the image for you. I'm just now remembering that. So if I click background here and I do primary MLS image, I can just put the MLS number in there. So you don't even need to do that copying of the image I was trying to do. So I'm going to grab the MLS ID. I'm just grabbing it straight out of the URL. Primary MLS image. Hit OK. There we go. So it grabs the first one. Looks pretty good. And then your logo is fine. So I don't know what's up with Robert's, but yeah, yours is a normal size. And then we're just going to do 6128 Needlegrass. So my headline is just going to be 6128 Needlegrass. Frederick CO. And then you can either use the bullets. I'm a fan of getting rid of the bullets, that less is more idea, and just put a little summary here. So, okay, great. So I see from the description. Let me get a little bit different here. Great. Tenant already in place. So you had chatted before, Kimberly, that the situation of this property is that the seller needs to rent it back for 2 years, but they want to sell it now. It's a very interesting, actually, niche right now. That's really, really interesting because so many people have nowhere to go, right? But they want to cash out their equity. That's an interesting, that's a great way to go. I'm getting excited thinking about that. Yeah, because that's the problem. People can't sell because they got nowhere else to go. So if they want to sell the property now, they have 2 years to find something else and hope that the market goes back down, and they've got their cash in the meantime. Yeah, that's really cool, Kim. So, and you could run that another page that tries to attract sellers. Want to sell your house but nowhere to go. Our special our special leaseback. Ask about our special leaseback program. Download the free guide now, or something. So great investment property in Frederick, Colorado. Tenant already in place. Click to learn more. So, getting myself a little bit of trouble because I messed the format up here. Okay, yeah, okay, great. If you're looking for a safe, conservative real estate investment, this might be a great option. I'm overthinking this. Let's just do this. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. And do you know the rent already? And if you knew the rent already, so you could say 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, rented for the next 2 years. You may need to change this slightly, but this might be good. And then the important thing here is get price and other details. We're going to hide the price of the property in other terms, right? Price and other terms. See price. So if you're running this at somebody who might be interested in buying an investment property, so you run an ad on Facebook, looking for an investment property, here's a great one. So we want them to get to the page and be curious and at least be willing to put their email in. If you enter your cell number, we'll text you advanced notice whenever we have other opportunities. I'm being corny with the word, I know, like this coming up in the area. That's again the reason why they would give you the cell number. You're going to see this one. And then if they're an active investor, of course, they're going to put their selling because they want to know about deals before everybody else. And then our URL after login is right here. It's just the link to the page. Now, one thing that I would do, kind of the extra here, would be to actually redirect them to a page that has a video on it where you explain the situation. Hey, I've got a seller. They need to cash out. You know, they're going to be great tenants. They're going to maintain the house for 2 years. It's already rented for $1,800 a month. So very little risk to you. You know, and then you would have them click over to the listing. That's kind of a bonus step. Rented for $1,800. I might buy this one. I have never been to Colorado camp, but 1,800 on 260. It doesn't sound too bad with where rates are at. So what I'm saying about the video, you could do just a straight up video plus lead page where you explain it up front. And this is where it's subjective, guys. You can kind of play around. What I was saying is after they opt in, send them to a video of you explaining the situation. But you could explain it up front if you wanted. The only thing with videos on Landers is, and adding any kind of more content on Landers, is you're giving people more reason to pause and think. So sometimes that can suppress response, but it can also, if somebody has watched the full video about the situation and then they opt in, you're generating a higher quality lead. So there's a trade-off. You got to try it both ways. Great investment opportunity. I'll just use opportunity. Great investment opportunity. Tenant already in place for the next 2 years. Yeah, I mean, I think any buy and hold investor who's trying to build a portfolio would at least give you their email to learn a little bit more about this. So I feel pretty good about this one. So I'm gonna hit OK. I'll drop you the link. And I think we can edit these now, can't we? I'm trying to remember. I'm going to go back here to all lead landing page tools, past landing pages. Oh, we can't edit them yet, but at least we can go back to them. Well, that's a bummer. But you can rebuild it if you do. Yeah, unique. That one I really, man, I got to wrap my head around that idea though. Guys, are you catching on to what Kim is kind of doing here? There's a niche potential where you market to current homeowners and you tell them that even if they don't have a place to go, they can cash out their equity now. And you can kind of specialize in doing those deals. I know, it's a seller's market, so you can get away with this now. In a buyer's market, you would never get away with that sort of thing. No listing, no buyer's agent. People aren't going to go for that, but these are the times we're in. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, no Vimeo either. I'm just looking up. I think I missed one other one somebody had requested, so I'm just looking. If I missed you, feel free to chat again. But thank you guys for being guinea pigs. Just looking up here. Ginger, did we do yours? Yes, it was you. So what were we talking about? I'm just looking through the comments. What kind of page were you looking to do? Good one. Luxury homes in Cincinnati. I'm sorry, the Bengals, but I would be excited as a Bengal fan to have, to have a second-year quarterback make it that far. Good things are coming. So the snow, that is probably a script that was put into your site probably a while back, because I think that was like a year ago. Annalisa was doing that for a bunch of people. Like we posted in the group about it. So let me help you out with that real quick. And then we'll do a luxury homes in Cincinnati. Hopefully you pop up here. So basically, guys, Ginger has a script on her site that's making it snow. And with KV Core, you can drop third-party scripts. So these things exist out there in the wild. And at one point, somebody installed that for you. or you did. So the way to get rid of that, we're just going to go to Web and IDX. We'll go to edit settings. And then you see this Winter Wonderland script somebody put in there. I'll get that out of there for you. And now it stopped snowing because the groundhog didn't see a shadow or whatever. So let's just make sure. Okay, and now let's do a luxury homes in Cincinnati ad. There we go. It's not snowing anymore. So first step, we're going to go ahead and build a link to those. And I guess I'm going to take a stab. Is like 500 and above pretty good in Cincinnati? 800 and above. Okay. Do a quick search. I'll show the video again, yeah, in a minute. And then we'll do price from highest to lowest. Oh, we got a gas station in there. Let's see. Let's get rid of commercial. We'll leave farm. We'll get rid of land. Okay. Apply filters. Okay, so that's our first step. We need the link. And now we'll go and we'll build the landing page. That's great. So we can do Cincinnati. I'm gonna get in trouble. CINCINN. CIN. I got it. There's 2 T's, 1 T. That's hard in Mississippi. Cincinnati luxury homes for sale. All right. See a complete current list. Complete current list now. Priced from 800K to 3 million plus. And then in our library of backgrounds here, we should just have something that looks pretty nice. So let's just, any number of these should work. We'll do, we can do modern like that, or we can do kitchen. See what the living room looks like. Not eco. Modern. Okay. I figured you'd chime in. Cool. So Cincinnati luxury homes for sale. See a complete current list. See, if you enter your cell number, and we're gonna do the same thing again. We'll text you advanced notice of any great high-end properties about to hit the market, so you know before other buyers do. That's the reason why. Why am I giving you my cell number? So do that. So our URL for the thank you page, we built that up front. So I'm going to paste that in here. Our submit button is just see the list now. Our hashtag is Cincinnati luxury. I'm just going to make it that. Okay. And hit save. So this I would promote either with a Google or Facebook ad. With the Google ad, and we've done webinars about this, I would just run a generic ad for Cincinnati homes for sale, Cincinnati real estate, but the ad copy would say Cincinnati luxury. So people actively searching would click through this ad because they want the luxury. And I would include the price range 800K to 3 million so that you filter out people who aren't in that price range. But this can work well. And then Ginger's asking, can you remind me how to automatically set up the automatic hashtag alerts? So yeah, let's do it. I think I'm going to set myself in as a test lead again, just so that we remember what the hashtag was, because I already forgot. And then come into your system here. Smart CRM is all contacts. So it was Cincinnati Luxury. And then, and it always makes sense, guys, to test, push a test lead through, make sure you got the right hashtag, that it's all working correctly. And then we go to marketing. And under marketing, we have the search alerts. So I'm going to create this, Ginger, and then you can go and adjust what I create here. So there's our Cincinnati Luxury tag. We'll pick Cincinnati. Just start typing Cincy. Pops up. And then all I really need to do here is the price range. Up to $99999. And then we can just do this daily. You can change this, Ginger, but it'll be in here for you to edit. And then click Add Alert. So whenever a lead comes in off that page, they'll start getting the listings. Yeah, no problem. And guys, all of us, you could build a full business around just one of these ideas. This one page, maybe not the single property ones, but the one Cincinnati Luxury. If you focus all your efforts and your budget around driving traffic through that one idea, and you focus all your follow-up around that one idea. So in Ginger's case, she might do a Cincinnati Luxury home of the week, right? And maybe go take a video of something or just profile something in a blog post, right? And send that once a week. You become known as that person who does that thing. And you can build these funnels out using KV Core pretty easily. So how would I run this as a Facebook ad? Mark's asking. Well, let's just do it real quick. We got a few more minutes, and I don't see too many other requests. So I would come into my Facebook account. We actually had our company Facebook account. Facebook accidentally banned it, like their bot saw some kind of fraud behavior they thought, so I have to use a different one here. It's quite frustrating. I don't know if anybody's ever had that happen to you, but if you get an account banned by Facebook, it's like impossible. It takes, jump through so many hoops to get it back. So we're coming in Facebook, and what I would do is I would just run a straight up traffic campaign if I'm running to a landing page in Facebook. So I would choose traffic. And then I'll just do a luxury demo. Remember, we need to pick the category housing, right? Facebook needs us to pick that. Then I would click next, just skip everything else. Scroll down, leave everything the same, daily budget, you pick 10 or 20 bucks at least to start. You might get away with 5. And then our audience, we can't really choose, which is a bummer because of Facebook's rules. So we just leave everything as is, except our targeting, our location would be that market. So I'm going to choose, you can either choose people living in the location or people traveling in the location, which is interesting, or both. So I'll just type Cincinnati. And then I'll choose Cincinnati plus 15 miles around, which is what Facebook requires. You can leave all of this the same. Sometimes I'll change the placements to get rid of this audience network. It's kind of like their lower tier traffic. So, Facebook and Instagram. The person who asked earlier about conversion rates off of Facebook ads, that is one thing you can do, is try to get the audience network unchecked. Sometimes you're getting lower tier traffic that's less likely to opt in from that. And that's under the ad set and under placements. You can watch this replay again for that if you need to, but it might help. We'll hit next. You can see it says you'll get 50 clicks a day. I don't know if that's true. And then you'll pick your Facebook page, right? I'm just doing this for demo. So you would just pick whatever your business page is to connect the ad to. And then you just write the ad. So the structure of this ad, you always want it to, when possible, match the landing page as tightly as possible. So where'd my page go? Where'd my page go? Sorry, guys. Did I lose it? Oh, fortunately, guys, not like in the past, I can actually go back and get the link. So past landing pages, it should be sitting there. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I didn't lose it this time. And then I'll just paste the link in here. But the point I was making was I want the copy of this page to closely match what's here. So I'm not going to be too fancy with my ad copy. I don't want them to hop off the ad and then go there and have a different thing than what the ad said. That's what I'm trying to make. I know this thanks.io. I popped into that account. Here, we'll use this page. Looks more like a real estate ad now. And then my primary text will be Cincinnati luxury homes for sale, and then priced from 800K to 3 million plus. That's it. Pretty simple. And it actually grabbed a pretty good preview image from the landing page. I would even just leave that. And then you'll just want the submit text down here. It actually pre-filled it for me. It says Cincinnati luxury homes for. That's kind of good enough. I don't even need to put that line in. There's a line where you can put that in right here, headline. But I would just, yeah, Cincinnati luxury homes. Maybe I would do see the list now just to give an explicit call to action. So yeah, and then I would publish that. And that's kind of the full funnel. We built the follow-up is the automated property alerts. That's kind of the baseline follow-up. If Ginger really wants to kill it when she's getting leads, she'll send a luxury listing of the week manually. We've got our landing page that we're driving traffic to, and now we've got a traffic source. So we've got a complete real estate growth system on KV Core built in about 15 minutes. So Arn is saying, can you repeat how to search for the Cincinnati luxury homes to incorporate into your page? So you can do that two ways. You could just go into the lead engine and build the squeeze page here. Just build the link. But the way I did it, I just went to the website, Ginger's website, and I just ran the search as if I was a customer. And then once I ran the search, I just grabbed the link from the browser up top once the search was run. So Veronica's asked, can you send the Facebook link you use to get to the paid ads? Well, you need to create the Facebook ad account first. So you go to facebook.com/business. Right. So, and then you have to set that up. And then I have that bookmarked. You know, I just have all my ad accounts bookmarked so I can go to them because I manage a handful. So. How do you link LinkedIn? Well, how would you run a LinkedIn ad, Patricia? So we've done that content in the past. I'll tell you, LinkedIn is just so much more expensive. I haven't had the greatest success with LinkedIn because of the price. It's like 5 times as much as Facebook. You'll pay $7 to $10 a click. But it might be worth trying, you know, if you're running in the right niche, if you're doing luxury and you want to attract people who make a certain amount of money or in certain professions in your market, LinkedIn is a good place to do that. But they have the same thing like Facebook. They have this campaign manager here, and it's a similar flow. Kind of what I just showed you in Facebook. It looks very similar in LinkedIn. Now, Andrew Robinson, he's a luxury broker. We've had him on before, friend of mine. He works the luxury niche in Ohio, actually in Columbus. And what he does, I'm trying to find it here. I don't think he does paid ads, but he's very consistent about talking about luxury listings on his profile. We did a whole webinar about what he does, but he's very focused on LinkedIn and puts a lot of content up related to like all the videos he does for any properties he lists and talking about the market and stuff. So that might be a good place to start with LinkedIn, just the organic side of things. All right, we're going on a tangent, but hopefully, guys, I'll show how to add that video again, but hopefully you found this useful just to kind of see a few of these get built in the real world and get some of the tactics and strategies around, you know, how you think through it from a marketing perspective, you know, keeping your ads matching the content on the page, less is more, some of those concepts, you know, how to do a background image if you want to, how to link the automatic hashtags. So hopefully you found that useful. For the person who asked about how to add a video, I do have a video on the video page that shows how to do that, a little meta. But basically, if I go to a YouTube video, so here's the stream video here right now. At the end, you'll see this string. It's after the V parameter. You see the V? And you need this string right here. And so let's build. I'm going to build one right now, offering these sessions. That's the funnel. We're going to do a video plus lead. And I'm going to put the YouTube ID right up here that I just copied. Learn how to kill it. Kill it with KV Core. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 2 p.m. East. Watch our recent landing pages webinar now, then click to see the full library of replays and get your Zoom link to join. Wow, I don't know. I was just doing this as an example because I had our video. But if you're doing, say you're doing first-time homebuyer webinars as an event on Zoom, like I'm doing right now with you guys, you could do that. Like once a month, do a first-time homebuyer webinar and just show the latest one on a video lander like this, right? And then your call to action is get more training like this or whatever. And this is kind of a reverse squeeze page, they call it back in the day, like a, I don't want to confuse the word squeeze, but you give content first and then somebody opts in. But that's how you put the video in. Little tangent there. So show again how to grab the URL from a picture the easiest way. Well, the easiest way is with your browser is to just hover on a picture and right click. So I'm right clicking and then just do copy image address. The other way that I'll commonly do this, I'll go to images.google.com, search for some kind of image. So if I want an example webinar for the background of my page that I just showed, and then you can right click and copy the image there. Like I said, it's probably best to be better safe than sorry with licensing. So I'll hit tools, usage rights, and then Creative Commons. And we'll grab this one. So copy image address. And then I'll make this my background. Webinar background. Cool. Okay, guys, I got another meeting coming up in a few minutes, so I'm going to cut it short today, but the replay will be instantly available on our YouTube channel, insiderealestate.com/webinars. I'll take you to the playlist, and we'll be live again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Hope you enjoyed this one. I have fun building these all the time, and we'll try to do these maybe once a month. We'll get to one of these sessions with some new guinea pigs to do landing pages. And thank you to everybody who shared. It really helps when you guys do that. All right, see you later.